Hello, universe, and welcome to the very first episode of Mean Reviews. We are mean as in good, we are mean as in evil, and we are anything but average. In this episode, we're going to review a game called A Short Hike, which was brought to our attention by Epic Games. If you haven't heard of them, they offer weekly free games which you can download just like that, no strings attached, no credit card required. Hello, Russian hackers. I've never done this before in my life, but you can really legit get good games there. So if you haven't heard of them, just go check them out and download your cool stuff, sheeple, like really. Meh. Anyway, back to our game. A short hike is like a university entrance exam. You're glad it doesn't last an entire day. As a teenager, I spent most of my time yearning for those amazing PlayStation games that the entire universe seemed to own, only to end up with some weird crap that didn't really work on my computer half the time. Pixel art is something I associate with this bitter taste of failure. That's why I would describe the graphics in this game as yucky. But I'll try to move past this really big drawback. So the story of A Short Hike is you play a penguin of some sort who has to get to the top because of ... And actually you don't really know what you're supposed to do until you get up there. So it's kind of like you have to get to the top of the mountain in order to understand why you have to go there. That's the only main story that you're going to have. In a sense, you have no main quest and lots of side quests, which doesn't logically make a lot of sense. What I found really confusing was the fact that there was no place that stores information on my quests, so I had to remember where I had to go every single time I interacted with a character while I was looking for a path. So needless to say, I completed 3 missions? Despite that, it was kind of cool, and the overall experience was nice, the morals were cute, it was fun interacting with the characters. I'm pretty confused by this whole concept of developing an entire world and all of its characters just to have people finish the game within 3 or 4 hours. A short hike is definitely something that you can finish quickly, and there's not much you can do after that. The side quests are all pretty straightforward, and it just doesn't give you this overall feeling of satisfaction as if you've discovered any secrets about this world. There's just simply no greater story to be revealed, and that was a bit disappointing for me, but in a sense, it's also what life is like. Scores. I give graphics 0.1 out of 10 because it's pixels. People? No. Just, no. Not in 2020, no. Playtime. I give it 5 out of 10. You finished this game really quickly, which is sad, but it doesn't feel like there could be a lot of additional content that would make it interesting the way that it was developed. Like, just adding some random quests wouldn't make it interesting. It also kind of felt like you were halfway through, but really you were almost at the end of the game, and this mismatch of expectation and reality really kind of threw me off. I was just expecting, a decent 10 hours playing a game when I downloaded a legit game, you know? Atmosphere. I give it 8 out of 10. The world is pretty cute, and I think it accomplishes its main goal of being cute, and it is more of an exploration game, so in a sense, I don't know, after some point you just sort of fly around and enjoy the view. There's not really too much interaction, especially once you're done with the main story. Yeah. And my favorite category, need to Google a walkthrough. I give this 10 out of 10 because it's impossible to get stuck. Even if you forget for half your quest where you're supposed to go, you just end up there because the world is pretty small. So in a sense, there's just no need for any additional help. And finally, the final verdict. 5.7 out of 10. Which people would usually round up to 6 out of 10, but I'm not really feeling it, so I'll just give it 5 out of 10. Yeah, that feels more right, you know. And my final question, would I get this game if I actually had to pay for it? I don't think so.